thing. I want to talk about coach and mentor, John. So this is really crucial. You talk about, the unsuccessful side that we don't necessarily talk about all that much. Man, my first year, I wasted so much money on leads. And if you're not following a coach or a mentor, and you know the money you're spending for a certain platform, lead generation system, or leads is actively working for somebody else or for lots of other people, don't buy it. Whenever someone reaches out to me that's partnered with Media XP and they're like, what do you think about this company? They just called me and they say they can give me 10 listings appointments to go on a month. I'm like, no, don't do it, because 0 times has that ever been successful for any agent. I wasted money on Realtor.com. It can be good in some markets. In my market and the specific product that they were selling, because Realtor.com or Zillow may have different products. They may change those over time. I spent, I think, $5,000 my first year, which it was probably on a credit card, on Realtor.com leads, and I got like 3 leads. Nothing else came in over a 6-month period. It was a 6-month contract. And then there was this thing called Kazoo that I spent money on. But if I had the right coach or mentor and I was coachable, I could just say, hey, coach, what do you think about spending money on Realtor.com? They'd say, well, what's your income goal? Do you want to be a listing agent or a buyer agent? I'd say listing agent. They'd say, well, then don't buy internet leads for buyers. What's your budget? Well, you're going to put 5,000 on a credit card and it's a contract. You really think that's smart? So I would have just avoided a lot of pain and cost early on in my career. So the importance of a good mentor and coach, and these can be free or paid. Me and John being great friends, we believe the when you pay more attention. So we believe in paid coaching. But I mean, what do you think, John? A new agent who's not on a team, being on a team for the most part takes care of the coaching and mentoring. If you're on the right team, if you're not on the right team, you're not going to get what you need, and then you'll need a coach or a mentor. But what would be a way that you'd recommend someone gets a free mentor off the bat if they were to join a brokerage outside of a team? So let's talk about free mentor first, and then let's go into paid coaching.
Yeah, I mean, look, any mentor is going to be great for you because you have a destination in mind. And when you can communicate that to your mentor, somebody who's been in the business and done it already, they're going to be able to create the most direct line between where you are and where you want to be. If you try to figure that on your own, there's 0 chance that you're going to make it in a straight line. You're going to go down dead ends, you're going to waste time, and you're going to waste money. So having that person be your guide, even if it's a free guide, is going to be amazing. And they're going to be able to help you understand things like this. Let's be a little bit more tactical. So let's say you've got a lead gen platform and they're advertising that you can spend money to get leads. Well, that sounds great, right? You want leads because you want clients and you want closings. But if you don't have a correct expectation of what those leads are and what the conversion rate in the industry is, you might be spending $500 a month to generate 20 leads. And you might not understand that those types of leads are going to convert at 1% industry wide, which means that you might get 20 leads and convert nobody. And you might have to do that 5 months in a row, i.e. spend $2,500 to get one piece of business. And that would be normal for that lead source. That's what a mentor can help you understand. When the flip side is you could spend $40 to promote somebody else's listing on your platform and generate 20 leads on that same $40 spend that you were spending $500 over here. And the leads that you get from that $40 spend will actually convert at a 5 to 10% rate instead of a 1% rate. You're not going to know that when you're new. Those are things that a free mentor can help you. When you transition from free to paid, what you typically find is that you get accountability. Meaning if we're in a free relationship, I'll tell you what the path looks like and I'll tell you what the best plan of attack is. But if you actually want somebody to hold you accountable to making sure that you execute on that plan, you're probably going to have to pay for that level of accountability. So when I think free, I think direction. When I think paid, I think action. Like who's going to hold me accountable to the actions that are going to get me to my destination? And for a lot of us, myself included, that really works for me.
Yeah. That's a great way to look at it. I never quite looked at paid coaching that way, as that's like when the accountability piece comes in. I see so often because I've coached agents in the past for free, part of our partners, and we still do coaching, but it's more, hey, here's the path. It's not the accountability piece, because accountability piece, it's a lot for both the person holding you accountable and you being the person accountable. It's a pretty intense relationship, and both parties need to be extremely committed. So when I try to do it on a free basis, the person that wanted to be accountable, they just said they wanted to be accountable, but they really didn't, and they had no skin in the game. So they wouldn't track their numbers, they wouldn't hit their numbers, and then like after like 3 weeks of them not reporting their numbers, it just kind of fell apart. As soon as it transitions to paid, it's like they're showing up, they're hitting their numbers, they're taking listings. One of the cool things that I like about EXP specifically as a brokerage is that we have really a mentorship type program already built in, and we do have a formal mentorship program for our new agents where you get a local mentor and all that. But that's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about when you decide to join EXP, like you could partner with us at EXP, we'd be your sponsor. But I look at that as we're kind of like, we're really your mentor. We're going to mentor you at EXP for free. And myself, John, and Lars, we've all been very successful selling houses. We've been very successful coaching other agents. So,
And we blur
top
those
in the industry.
I think what EXP, when you really boil down to why have we grown so fast and been so successful, it's because they got the compensation for contribution correctly aligned, where we actually blur the lines between free coaching and paid coaching, because we're doing a lot of things that you would only get from a paid coach because of the contribution and compensation factors at EXP. So if we sponsor you, we're going to actually dig in and go the extra mile that you would not normally get in a free coaching environment. Like, hey, there's a lot of free, great coaching on YouTube, but they're not going to hold you accountable. But because of the compensation model offered at EXP, we roll up our sleeves and we do some of that work with you that you wouldn't otherwise get. Now, you and I both believe in paid coaching, and we believe there's another level. And when you start to pay, you'll pay more attention and you'll actually get to your results faster, which is why I personally have had a coach for the last, 14 years uninterrupted. And I still have a coach to this day that I pay every month because my goals are more meaningful enough to me that I want to make sure that I achieve them. And when I pay to achieve those goals through the mentorship and somebody holding me accountable, it propels me forward and increases the rate at which I hit those goals.
Yeah, exactly. So to be really clear, it's like us as your sponsor at EXP. EXP is paying us to help you be a successful agent, and it doesn't cost you anything extra. Like, let's just say you're at XYZ brokerage, you're on a 70-30 split, meaning the brokerage takes 30% of all your commissions. They keep it all. At EXP, we have a very low split, 80-20 with a cap. I don't want to get too in the weeds there, but it's a very low cost brokerage to be at. EXP says, hey, good job, AJ, for sponsoring this agent, for getting them to join EXP. We're going to give you a small sliver of the money they pay into us as the brokerage for you to help coach them along. So it's really the truest win for the agent, win for us as the mentor sponsor, and win for the brokerage.